Hey everyone, my name is Debbie Lopez and I am a fellow fibro fighter. Um, I was diagnosed with fibro about 13 years ago. Before that, I was battling chronic fatigue syndrome with no actual diagnosis because I kept going to doctors and then they just told me the usual that you're just tired because you have a baby, you have 3 kids, and you know, that sort of thing. Sent me to a psychiatrist because I'm depressed, but um, yeah, all that stuff that I'm sure you've been through as well. I also have ankylosing spondylitis, which is a rheumatoid disorder, and I get the Remicade infusion, which is like a chemotherapy. And I get that every 8 weeks, and I have to stay away from people in case I get sick. But anyway, I'm here to encourage you guys to continue fighting because what made me decide to start this blog is a story that I read. I've been writing some time about my illness, but when I saw this, I realized, you know what, you're not alone. There are people out there just like you. And I just wanted to reach those people because this just really broke my heart. So I was reading that this lady goes to Dr. Kevorkian because she has chronic fatigue syndrome and fibromyalgia for 20 years, and she commits suicide, the assisted suicide. And I was like, are you kidding me? They do an autopsy and the coroner reports no sign of disease, and that's what they're focusing on. A woman lost her life here. But it was basically, just there's no disease there, so, well. Anyway, well, of course not. Have they ever? It's all in our heads, remember? How long did most of us spend trying to figure out what this debilitating illness was? How many doctors did we go to that told us we needed to see a psychiatrist because they had found nothing wrong in our blood work and we must be depressed? Well, of course we're depressed, we're sick, and we can't do the things we used to do. Those were dark and lonely days for me. If I hadn't had my kids and my husband to make me want to fight, I don't know, I could have lost hope too. And not to say that I don't at times, because I definitely do. So that's what this blog is about. Let's see, I lost my train of thought. Fibro fog hitting right now. Okay, so even our family and friends began to think we're crazy, right? So I was like, hello, I'm going to UCLA, getting my nursing degree, and working at Long Beach Memorial, and doing things with my kids and my family. Like, why would I give that all up and just start spending days in bed? Why would I just say I didn't feel good all the time? It just wasn't me. And most of the people, the majority of the people I meet that have this illness were leading full lives when it hit them, whether in the workforce or at home with their children as Cub Scout leaders, teen moms, and all of the above. So, and this particular woman was a nurse. She had 2 children. I don't know their ages. They might have been older. But she must have been pretty desperate to go through these measures, to give up the life that she had and just feel like there was no hope anymore. So that's what I want to talk about. We know how this desperation feels, don't we? We really do. And the verse I picked for today is, "Pity me, O Lord, for I am weak. Heal me, for my body is sick, and I am upset and disturbed. My mind is filled with apprehension and with gloom. O restore me soon. Come, O Lord, and make me well. In your kindness save me, for if I die I cannot give you glory by praising you to my friends." I can't tell you how many times I've prayed that prayer. Heal me, Lord, because I'm sick. I want to be a witness for you, and I can't do anything. I can't serve you when I'm like so debilitated. King David knew what this was like. He had been anointed as king, but instead of becoming king, he spent most of his life on the run from King Saul, who was trying to kill him and nearly did several times. He was sleeping in caves, and just so overwhelmed by the battle that was against him that at times he felt like giving up. But what King David would do he would vent. He'd say, God, where's your promise? I thought I was going to be king, and here I am fighting against these people who are trying to kill me. And the thing is, he never gave up hope, because he would end it with, but my trust is in you, oh God. My soul hopes in you. And that's what we need to do. We need to hope in him. So this woman's doctors had failed her, and she was probably tired of all the medications, all the narcotics, being prisoner to her own body, and I can go on and on. In short, she had lost hope. I know I've gotten to that point where I can't see tomorrow. And like her, I feel like it wasn't like she could make a to-do list and be assured that she would be able to cross off anything tomorrow. So it would depend on how her body feels. And will her mind be clear enough to make that phone call, or her speech coherent enough? Friends move on because they're tired of hearing that she's sick and she can't make it to another function. And her spouse gets lonely because she is too tired or in pain to be intimate or even carry on a conversation. I don't know if this woman had a spouse, but I know many people whose spouses have left them because they can't handle it. So that's a big loss, friends and spouses. So her kids might wonder if their mother is just plain lazy and why their house gets chaotic at times, unlike other people's houses. And every new issue she faces, even normal stress, takes a toll upon her body and feels like another beating upon her body. Money is a continual struggle. She can't work and may even bounce a check or two when she has brain fog. Hey, I get that one. Bounced my rent check not that long ago when I was sick. So, and wasn't the first time I've just totally messed up my checking account. So she lays her head down at night and prays that she would be able to sleep without narcotics, because tomorrow she might need them even more to get through the laundry. The house falls apart and no one understands. But even if she does get out of pain tonight, she may lay there and worry what tomorrow will bring. Why even make plans? And the Bible says, without the hope for tomorrow, the people perish. If we don't have hope that tomorrow will even come, and that we'll be able to do stuff and have success and all those things that we can't do anymore, it's like we give up, and I know we've all been there. Am I promoting suicide as the answer? Absolutely not. Of course not. I'm just saying I know the desperation that led her to this decision, and I can understand, and I know you can too. Yet here, even in death, we're told that the doctors found no disease. No disease to be found. What a mockery of all she struggled with every day. Not even in death is there any understanding of the life-draining disease we face every day. I read somewhere once that no one with fibromyalgia has ever died, but yet they have never lived. I love to give credit to that person, but I searched it again and couldn't find it. It might be on fibromyalgiatreatment.com, so whoever wrote it, it's very true. We're not going to die from this, more than likely, but we have to live with it every day, and it's not like real living. So but still, there's someone there who sees our pain, who looks at you struggling through that load of dishes, who sees every tear you cry as you spend another weekend alone, one who wants to hold you and get you through, and his name is Jesus. In Psalm 56:8, David says, "You have seen my tossing and turning in the night. You have collected all my tears and preserved them in your bottle. You have recorded them in your book." Wow. The God of the universe sees when we groan in pain, when we can't sleep. He knows we're not lazy. He knows our pain is real. So then I say, who cares what the world may say? we need to be like David. If God is for us, who can be against us, right? What can mere man do? So we need to hope, because this life is not permanent. I'm 43. Well, I'm going to be 43 next week. And I know, wow, life goes really fast. Even if you're struggling day to day, it still flies by. And I just look back at the memories that I've had with my kids and with the family that's still there. And I'm so glad that I never gave up hope. Got to see my kids graduate and do choir and football and band and all those things. Yes, I had to take pain pills. Yes, sometimes I was miserable, but I just enjoyed the time for what it was, and I could look back on that as memories, and just happy that I didn't give up. And I really need to think of the other people in my life who are still there. And this life is so short, and eternity is forever, and one day we'll be with him, and we won't be in this pain. There'll be no more sorrow, no more sickness, and on that day we will feel true joy, pure joy, because he says that he came to give us abundant life. And so we need to find joy in the little things, and we just need to fight this battle and continue on, knowing that we're in this together. There's other people out there like you, and I just pray for you guys and lift you up to our Father who sees your every tear. Just keep on fighting the fight, guys, and I just pray that you will feel hope through my blogs, that you'll hear what I'm going through, what I've gone through, and just what I've relied on to get me through every day. And God bless, and keep on fighting, Fibro Warriors.